Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a jump game in Scratch. So let's get right into it. Okay, let's rename the dinosaur player and then use one green flag clicked. Actually no one is space key pressed. One space key pressed. Repeat 10 times and then again. So I think repeat 5 times. Actually no. Repeat 2 repeat 5 times, change y by 10 and then just take a negative 10 by just turn it into negative steps. So again repeat it by 5, change by negative 10. So there actually I think turning it into 15 is better. So like that 15. So this now that's better. Anyways, let's change the width from 5 to 7. So it's much higher. So that it could comfortably jump over the tree. So let's place it there. Actually, we need to make it jump high. So look, 10, 10 is good. So here. And then make it faster. So like this. Oh, still think 9 is better. So 9. Let's keep our dino friend here and the tree here. Okay, so let's go to the tree, make it when green flag clicked. Go to X, Y the same, but Z, X should be so 360 very far and then forever actually hide and then forever create clone of myself. Create clone of myself and then hide. Actually no, create clone of myself and wait maybe 1 second and then create clone. So when I start as a clone, show and then before that switch costume to pick random 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 costumes here, so that's why 3. Anyway, so we got a show and then I repeat until X X position is actually it's lesser than of its position is lesser than 1, 1, 1. Then we are going to repeat until that we are going to change X by maybe 5 and then after it went past we are going to delete it actually because it's lesser than we're going to make it zeros. No, we're going to make it negative 360, negative 359, that is. Okay, actually it's changed it by -5 turns out. Okay, actually let's make them spacious. So 3. Okay, so it's far slower. Okay, let's make it faster. And when it's lesser than what's the player 6? So maybe 240 negative. Then delete itself. Let's make the player go a bit forward. So right there, more, and then the trees a bit faster. So like here, change x by negative. So maybe 9. So now it's much more faster. Actually, actually no, let's. Okay, think we need to make it. Think we need to make hitboxes also. Actually, no, we could just make the trees smaller. 50. So it would be like this. Actually, I missed that. Sure, I'm showing you. So I'm showing you. Okay. So there, and let me make them so that they can make game over if they only touch the body, not all the other things. If touching that color, that specific color, so if touching this color, then stop all. Actually, we'll replace it, but now this is it. So let's see. Oh, okay. And when green flag clicked, we should reset its position. So go to X. So just go to this here. So now we can have like this. Okay, and actually let's make the crease very much smaller too, like 40. That's it. And show them. Okay, make them go to the ground. So wait. Actually, I think. What happened? Wait. Okay, I think we should push the great clone of myself far up. Actually, let's make it down. So y negative 120. So it's on the ground. Okay, and let's make it delete itself. X position is less than negative 220, so that they could delete itself. And we make the and it's hard. Now let's make the game over screen anyways. Make it game over. So black with the white with the big bold white text. Game over. Big, big game over screens. There. So here, one green flag clicked. Hide. So here, hide. And when I receive weekly message, name it game over, then show and stop all. And then in the trees, replace this ugly stop all with the broadcast game over. And then when we die, we get the broadcast game over. Yes. So this is it. So actually, I think having some clouds would be nice. So let's search clouds. Clouds. We don't want them to be a distraction. So maybe 60 sized high above with other cloud with another cloud. So cloud. I think this cloud is not good. I think I'll just choose that, and that's it. And maybe the second the cloud. Okay, that's it. So when green flag clicked, so when green flag clicked, actually we'll be borrowing a lot of code from the tree. So got a, so from the tree, take all of this code and then make a few changes. So set the y to what it is here, which for me is there. So actually, let's add a pick random 133 2. Add pick out any other x you want, which for me I want it to be about negative 122. Actually, it's y is 45. And then its x would be always be the same. Or actually, let's do that and then create clone. Wait 3 seconds. I think I want it to be more less frequent actually. And then take the code from the other DPNS dot as a clone. The clone. So pick from 1 to 3 since I got 3 costumes. And then here, let's change the x by negative 2. Okay, so change the x by negative 5 to make it slow. Actually, negative 7. And we will also take that out, take that if touching color out. And after that, we are going to add a set transparency block. I think that's what set ghost effect block. Ghost effect 2. Okay, 50. That's good. Okay, actually, we're going to make it less movementy and set the ghost effect a bit lighter, so 240 ish. and set and fix this bug where you when you click the green flag it resets. Anyways, so we added the clouds. This is what it looks like. Oh my god, this is so fast. Okay, come on, this is so hard. Okay, so there are moving clouds with trees that I can jump over. Actually, you know what? I want to remove this tree, this type of tree. Set it only to 2 because I am removing this tree. It's just a hurdle. Ways. So now we got a dino jumping game with some cloud effects, but let's also make it smaller. So, like, set size to pick ran to pick to had a nice parallax effect. So pick random 6 from 50 to 70. So it will determine how big the clouds are. Let's test it out again. Now the clouds are random size, pretty much random sized. And let's make the clouds more frequent. So wait 2 seconds so that you can see 2 to 3 clouds. Okay, so it's not moving a lot. And the clouds. Oh, yeah, I have to set it to go to X. Okay, go to when I start as a clone, go to X and this and that, so that it goes to a random place instead of just a straight line. Okay, so there we go. I think it's kind of nice. Anyways, that's it for how to make a jumping game in Scratch. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel.